Opening my tea party just for you. Who is that? It's Didina, the so-called anime enthusiast fox. It's time for my Arknights stream. Now that my kids, just what's in store for today? Well, today we will be going through this chapter 6. I guess the boss stage. To be honest, I haven't really checked. Well, I kind of checked my previous first attempt since that was the best one. And I was able to eat 2 myrtle, so I'm hoping that we can finish it today. Pretty much that's the only thing I have in mind for today is to finish this stage. So I guess we might as well get started. Hi Harden, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm really hoping that we can get through this today. I checked the map beforehand. I kind of remember what happened along with the enemies. I just hope that with the E2 it'll be a lot better. So I'm gonna double check I have all the team members I had previously. Blue Poison, Lappy, Fire was... Oh wait, no, I have to remove these 2. That was from a previous thing. Oh no, not Pure Stream. Fire Whistle. Let's see. I have Melantha, Cora, Nightingale, Blue Poison, Mountain Myrtle, Lappy. I think I have everyone that I used previously. So I guess we'll go with this. Oh, wait, Shamir. Who did I not have previously? I think I had Amia. Maybe I didn't have Silence. And then I had Shamir last time. Hi, Watcher. Welcome to the stream. So I guess we'll go with this. And now I can finally use E2. So I do want to go for Typhoon, mostly because I used her last time. Or during the first attempt. So I want to see if it'll work out fine this way. Hi, Mr. Comment. Welcome to the stream. So we'll go with this. I think that was the best one, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm really scared. Okay. I'm not expecting to get it in one try. Mostly because I don't remember everything that happened in this stage.
Let's go.
Okay, so I believe it was right here. And then I had Myrtle right here. And I believe I actually made Gabriel attack her. Okay. And then I had Blue Poison right here.
Don't worry. My poison is not contagious. Poison kiss.
And Pure Stream was right here, if I remember correctly.
My toxins will slowly burn your life away.
I believe I did it this way, and then I had Typhoon right here. And Nightingale. Okay, so let's do this.
Poison kiss.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. And I'm gonna stall her again.
My toxins. Cowards break the silence first.
Okay, I need to wait for Fire Whistle. I believe I put her right here.
In position and ready to light 'em up.
Not yet.
Gather around me, guys. Honey to me, poison to you.
I think that's what I did. Think we should be okay for now.
Poison kiss.
I'll put them right here for now. Okay. She's coming! I'm absolutely terrified out of my mind, but we got this. Is she coming? Okay, okay. Just in case, I'll do it now.
Take flight. Are you hallucinating? Your orders, reload, fire! Stay calm.
Okay.
Out of my home.
We're getting this.
My toxins will slowly burn your life away. It will not come to harm.
Come on, protect them. Come on, heal.
Almost dozed off.
No, not this one. I believe I had her right there.
My power is all yours now. Are you hallucinating?
Come on, heal. Oh boy. She's coming.
Got it. Understood. My toxins will slowly burn your life. Are you afraid of me?
No. Don't go forward.
Dovrei fare molto di meglio.
Who died? Amiya died. I need Nightingale.
Hallucinating?
Oh boy. Come on, come on.
I'm here to help.
I know that's not ideal, but I'm just putting her there for now.
It's not my wish to take flight.
Oh my gosh.
Artillery. My toxins will slowly burn your life away.
Oh boy. Okay.
Poison kiss. You will not come to harm.
Heal, heal, heal.
Got it. Take flight. Need some fire? This one's for you.
No!
My power is all yours now.
Oh gosh, she is here.
Poison kiss.
Oh boy, oh boy,
I hear someone
oh boy.
crying. Take flight.
Oh, this is bad.
Hun.
Oh no, frozen.
I shall protect you. Ottima decisione. My toxins will
Heal faster.
slowly burn your life away.
Heal faster.
Understood. My power is all yours now.
Come on, come on. No. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Did we win? We did it! Yes! Everyone almost died, but that's fine.
Before we call it a day.
Oh, I can't believe I did that in one round. E2 really makes a difference. Typhoon is the best. Oh my gosh, I did not expect that at all. Ooh, we chose to fight to the bitter end. She did as well. Okay, I don't think... Okay, so let's just do that. Anyways, thank you, everyone. Whew. E2 is the greatest. Seriously. Anyways, if anyone came in during that time, welcome to the stream. And let's continue. I've reached the limit for how long I can maintain my arts. Your arts even have a persistent effect?
Got it.
Even so, even if that's the case, I won't pull back my hand. Go, Amiya! I don't care, even if every drop of blood in this body is to run dry. I will not let you pass. Ooh. Almost there. Oh no! Oh boy, no, come on. Even though I know there's nothing really I can do. Oh, she didn't make it. So this is as far as I could go.
Mission accomplished.
Oh. It shattered? The old man got this from some wizard. Said it would keep me alive. Didn't even make it through one fight, huh? I guess it was fake. Just like I'm his fake daughter, maybe? And now, like, reunion as well. Please! The cold's gone. I'm fine. Amiya, hurry, go check on the white rabbit. Nice win, Rhodes Island. My brothers and sisters. I let them die in vain. We accomplished nothing. My life wasn't worth anything at all. They followed you because of your ideas. My death isn't worth anyone's time. Go save who you can. Hurry. I thought you made a promise, though, that you would join us. Go. Whether it's stopping the raincoats, going to kill Mephisto, or sheltering the infected who have nowhere else to go. Go. Go do something worthwhile. Doctor. I'll stay. You go. Okay. Doctor, please tell her. Please. What a naive rabbit. Just like Tallulah back then. Very similar. To be able to see someone like this before I die. Someone so determined to realize their ideals. What about the burden you bear? Didn't you promise to join Rhodes Island? I guess that's been swirling around in your head, huh? Villains are what villains are. I have no complaints for the ending I deserve. I have hurt you. Reunion and I targeted innocent Lungmanites and single-handedly led the Ursus infected into this nightmare. Such people have no business at Rhodes Island. My brothers and sisters. Those fools must have tried to keep me alive, huh? I thought that even if I died here, those idiots would get a place where they could live in peace. Wrong and wrong. They died to protect me, a woman who didn't have much time left to begin with. I'm not happy. We were used and abused, our lives thrown away. I'm not happy. This last moment of life, it doesn't belong to me. They bought this with their own blood. This little bit of life, I must give it to someone trustworthy. Thank you. Even if we survived, where is there to go? We had nowhere. The only thing we were ever knew was the snow. Lungmen is not Ursus. We came, desperate to save our people and the infected, looking for a warm place with food and shelter. That's not Lungmen. From the beginning, it should not have been Lungmen. The people of Lungmen are also struggling to eke out a living. We should have gone back to Ursus, our homeland. Snow, a peaceful river, the pine forest gently swaying, the turquoise moss. This world, it's beautiful. So you think Tallulah is the one who orchestrated it all? If I'm right, the plot is ready to unfurl. Even if Old Man Buldroka's tea could stall it for a while, Tallulah would have a way to deal with him. Lungmen can't do anything, and all Ursus can do is watch. But you're still here, and the infected still have a chance, even if it's only a small one. Go, put an end to Tallulah. Stop her madness, and don't let Reunion swallow up any more infected. Reunion doesn't need Tallulah. Any Tallulah. Or I could make a selfish request. Go save her. No. Go help her. Along with our countless fellow infected. The real one. Walking on muddy earth. Tallulah. Frostnova? Go ahead. I think your father really loves you. Just like you remember your birth parents dying for you. You remember clearly all that your father did for you. How could I not know? It's just... he's going to outlive me. How much better it would have been if he had never adopted me. That way, he wouldn't have to feel all the pain I brought him. He suffered so much. It's because he has suffered so much that he cherishes you. Doctor. I can call you that, can't I? Dr. Rhodes Island. Choices just might be meaningless in this world. Even so, even if the outcome makes no difference, I do want to choose for myself. I made my choice with my own hands to take the fruit of the seeds I have sown. Frostnova's fingers grope at your face. Your fingers are warm? Strange. Your face is cold. My body temperature is not so low anymore. Yes, your symptoms are gone. You're warm, Frostnova. I can finally touch someone before I die. Frostnova, Amiya and I want you to join Rhodes Island. Do I really deserve that? If you just die here and now, you won't have a chance to right your wrongs. It would be rude not to give a response. Tell Amiya, Dr. Dina. In this world, a single person is worthless. But she's absolutely not alone. From now on, I am at your side. Both of you. I would like to join Rhodes Island. Thank you. No? Thank you. Your eyes remind me of someone I used to know. I met a boy who said his brothers would rather go to the gallows than beg for his enemy's mercy. So he was going to walk across the snowy plains. He was going to walk all of Ursus. And he didn't come with us. I thought he was the most idealistic person I'd ever met. But now, you and Amiya changed my mind. Maybe ideals can be a kind of faith. Rhodes Island is all about fighting for shared beliefs. The original reunion was the same. Just the same. Your eyes and the boys really do look the same. Only you're not as determined as he was. You're so much gentler. Let me go. My brothers and sisters are waiting for me. Father, I've been such a fool. Forgive me. She slips down. The corners of her mouth turn up, haughty as she was when she lived.
I'm so glad you're back, Doctor. Now we can walk this path together. Me with you, and you with me.
Well, that was sad. As you can tell. By my sniffs. She has never forgotten about that night. Operation Defend Lungmen is complete. I repeat, Operation Defend Lungmen is complete. Police officers are asked to inventory their equipment, report to their stations, and return to their squads within 1 business day. Members of the LGD are asked to rendezvous with their squads and proceed to the LGD to await further orders. I repeat. What are you doing here? And what's that look on your face? Nothing. It's nothing. Oh. Stop. Where are you going? To see. No need to look. I've checked. There's nothing there. Is that right? Chen, it's fine. The battle is over. Out of the way, please, little Miss Swire. You've stopped Reunion and even the Special Forces. You've exposed them all to the LGD, Rhodes Island, and even the Censor all at once. You've stopped them. Get out of the way. You've done a good enough job, worthy of the Special Inspection Unit, Chief. You can stop investigating. What more do you want to know? There's nothing more to know. I need to know what's going on. This business with the sewers? That's what you need to know about? Now you've done all you can. Take one more step and you're off to the other side of Lungmen. We could totally improve the city. We can rebuild. We can go and clear out all of that stuff from the bad old days. But Chen, don't go down there. Don't look. Sense of justice, sense of duty, sense of belonging. You've nailed them all and you looked great doing it. Chen! Get out of my way. It's because you're like this that you can't look. Someone told you not to investigate the sewers, right? Someone said the same thing to me. Then why do you keep investigating? No one wants you to see this. No one! That's not true. Lungmen wants me to see it. This is who I am. I have to see it. Swire, don't make me draw my sword. What's that smell? This... Ah, you're back. Did you catch the enemy commander? The infected known as Mephisto? None of your business. Can you give an accurate statement? We need to report on it, and if the enemy commander isn't dead... Wait, where are you going? Who's that you're holding? What the hell happened down there? An infected person died. The remnants of Reunion Squad should have successfully retreated by now. I don't know if this counts as the battle the White Rabbit wanted, though I'm not sure she much cared about that in the end. Regardless, she did it. White Rabbit, you were a stubborn one. Nice win? With my ass? If you weren't dying, we'd all be charming ice sculptors by now. You survived, didn't you? You also got valuable combat experience. Experience like that only comes up later. But when someone dies in front of you, they never come back. I could have saved her. Has Amiya already gone to see the head of Lungmin? Yeah, probably. Just leave it to them. I don't care. Greythroat, give me a hand. Huh? Why? Are you messing with me? Don't you see what's happening to me? Are you unable to stand? You look okay to me. Operator Greythroat, I kindly request that you help me up. I've lost a lot of blood and I'm hypothermic. I look intact but am in fact dying. Please assist me in returning to our vessel. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to be a bother. Why? Aren't you leaving Rhodes Island? No need to force yourself to work for Rhodes Island anymore. Why? Huh? In that fight, I felt the pain of the infected. It was even more frustrating and hopeless than what's going on around us. I understand the pain of the infected, and I think we could stop these things from happening. I'm thinking you haven't seen enough tragedy. Greythroat, let me ask you this. What's the difference between you and me? You're infected? If we died in that battle back there, what's the difference between regular you and infected me? It's just a couple of dead people. Some people care whether they are elders or ancients. Some care about the country they come from. Some look at race, and others value wealth. I'm infected, but I've never given anyone the, oh, woe is me. Infected people are so oppressed crap. Nobody wants to hear it. Pick out anybody here in the slums. Infected or uninfected, nobody wants to hear it. The level of pain doesn't matter. I just wish we could look at the pain of the infected. Infected people are people too. It's as simple as that. And I don't want people to looking at me like a pitiful little animal. I'm out for an even look, on the level. Massacres, segregation, imprisonment, hard labor. I've seen it all. But what can I do to see the end of them? The White Rabbit did what I never could. She showed me a true death struggle. The kind of terror she would show us even if there was only a fraction of a second left. That kind of fortitude is enough to transcend any identity. If I were to go and fight Lungmin's soulless black raincoats right now, it'd be a walk in the park. Compared to the White Rabbit, they're nothing. Really? No, I told you already, I'm dying, Greythroat. But fighting to the death for what you believe in? That's a solid ending. Bottom of my bucket list. Get a load of these two. Who? Dr. Didina and Amiya. Where's the doctor going? Off to Rhodes Island to bury the White Rabbit. Well, it says burial, but it's really just disposing of the body to prevent her from crystallizing, dusting, and causing secondary infections. We infected people deal with that all the time. At least as a Rhodes Island operator, I've come to trust the doctor. Greythroat, did you see the look in Dr. Didina's eyes? It's those eyes. That's what makes me trust somebody like that. I saw it. I think it's still Amiya's eyes that are scarier, though. Because those two are headed in different directions. Dr. Didina is going to the infected crematorium. I feel like I said that wrong. Crematorium. And Amiya's off to Lungmin, to the new graveyard for the infected. I finally understand why Ace says Dr. Didina is worth just as much as Amiya and Calcit. So where is Calcit? Calcit's wherever she's supposed to be. Okay, let's go. Since you're not going to leave Rhodes Island, I'm going to ask you one more time. Please help me up. Why don't you wait for the medics to get here? Because I'm in real bad shape. Ugh. Elite operators gotta look tougher than this. You'd rather die than look uncool for a minute? Why do you say things you know will hurt me? And do you know who's our support medic on this op? It's Gaviel. That Gaviel. She says she'd wash her hands and be right over. How do you feel about getting my blood splashed in your face? Give me your hand. I feel like I find it funny that that's what convinces her. I don't like blood. Then I suggest we walk a little faster. Right. If I hadn't saved those infected children, you wouldn't have saved me and I wouldn't have had a chance to change my mind about infected people. That's another way the infected have inspired me. Huh? You screwed it up again. What does that have to do with me saving you? They have such an interesting dynamic between each other. I honestly can't get over how utterly scuffed this world setting is. me too. It's very disturbing. Lungmen Uptown, Chief Executive's office. Hello, I have an appointment with Mr. Wei. Can you take me in? Ah, Chief Wei's last meeting just ended. Please come this way, miss. You are... Amiya. Amiya the infected? With that, we take our leave. Until next time. What do you think? I have seen his brutal methods. Business as usual on the surface. In truth, we all know. People of his kind are always like that. I do understand why he is the one guarding Lungmen. Infected? What are you doing here? No offense intended. This is also a guest of Mr. Wei. I'm not here to ask anything of Mr. Wei. Miss Amiya, at least do make yourself scarce for a moment. Your clothes. They do indicate you are of Rhodes Island working with Lungmen. The infected should not stay long. Lungmen has been known to devour people. Thanks for the tip, but this world isn't picky about who it eats. Oh. Then I should thank you for the warning. Do you know who she is? What are you plotting? Mr. Wei. Oh, Miss Amiya, I figured you'd come. The war was a success and Rhodes Island deserves a lot of credit. Next, Lungmen will fulfill her contractual obligation to provide Rhodes Island with necessary commercial assistance, among other things. No thank you, Mr. Wei. I'm just here to cancel the contract. I'm sorry? Does Rhodes Island hate the old bait and switch so much? If there is any impropriety in what I have done, please speak your mind. I will offer my sincerest apologies, Miss Amiya. Mr. Wei, you always act so polite and it leaves me a little overwhelmed. But I've seen your armed forces and your plans. Don't read too much into the war, Miss Amiya. This isn't a charge, is it? No, Mr. Wei. I have no power to charge you. I'm simply here to handle the post hoc formalities. Why do you want to terminate our agreement? Because I have determined that a partnership with Lungmen is not a good fit for Rhodes Island. Mutual benefit isn't that good enough for a business enterprise? Even a business has its own development plan. Are you implying that Lungmen owes something to the infected side of your business? No. Rhodes Island has never had an infected side. Rhodes Island isn't just fighting for the infected. I'm not just an infected person. I'm also a part of the global community. Rhodes Island has such expertise in dealing with the infected because many of our operators are themselves infected and know the experiences and circumstances of the people. But trying to rid the land of the specter of oropathy, never meant that we were only fighting for the infected. Mr. Wei, if you think we are just a simple and naive infected rights organization with an armed detachment, I would be very disappointed. A grave misunderstanding. Rhodes Island fights for all the people of this world. You, us, and them. Lungmen doesn't need our help. With the termination of this contract, Rhodes Island will also leave Lungmen. Rhodes Island has done its due diligence. It's all there in black and white. When we terminate the agreement, all the auxiliary clauses lose effect along with it. Rhodes Island could take Lungmen's gracious bounty as a gift. No need, Mr. Wei. We in Rhodes Island are more interested in the way our partners do business than their bounty. Mr. Wei, you have treated us as a pawn in your game from the beginning. Now that the pawn has proven its worth, our exit should be in accordance with your plans. However, Mr. Wei... Go on. If it was only Rhodes Island that was being played, I would not terminate this contract. As strange as it may sound, I can understand mutual distrust between partners. It's just that we're not the only ones that Lungmen is hiding the truth from. The LGD, the people of Lungmen that infected in the slums, none of them know the shady methods hidden behind the curtain. I've heard you can read minds, Miss Amiya. You may assume that I can't or that I can. Can I take your speculation as a warning rather than an interrogation? I'm not going to dictate Lungmen's strategy or future plans, Mr. Wei. But I have the power to prevent my operators from participating in them. Mr. Wei, whether a Rhodes Island operator, a member of the Reunion Movement, an exile for Chernobog, or a citizen of Lungmen, they are all living, breathing people. I don't think it's acceptable for their lives to be guided by secret machinations. I, on the other hand, believe that playing a role is far more important than whether or not one recognizes that role. No, you're wrong. Some things are, for Mr. Wei, perhaps too commonplace. Just like for an average person, quarantining an infected person is an ordinary thing not worth discussing. But no matter how normal it is, it should not be treated as a normal thing. Simply because something has happened to us enough times, we become accustomed to it, and that makes it acceptable? No, that doesn't make any sense. Otherwise, even if we eradicate oropathy, our conflicts will not diminish or die down. They will simply be reappropriated to imprison and torment another group of people. Just no longer the so-called infected. She's right about that, though. Is this a request or simply an ideal? This is my standard. Mr. Wei, there's one more thing I must say. The living are not pawns. People are people. Do you play chess, Miss Amiya? Mr. Wei, do you play black or white? Wei Yewen, what have you done? Officer Chen, I have a guest. Officer Chen? What have you done? Was it you? No, it can only be you. It can only be you. The rat and her cunning father are at best a little ruse. Only you would dare to order this. I had thought that by defeating Reunion, by reunioning all the people of Lungmen, we would eventually get through this. We could even bridge the misunderstandings between Lungmenites. I never imagined. But I should have. Once again, you reassert yourself as the master of Lungmen, as you always were. But still, how could you do such a thing? You tear down every obstacle? You burn everything in your path? To what do you finally bow your head? I know how you all feel about the infected. But why? Why? It's not just... You don't even dare take responsibility for it. Erase the name, erase the trail, erase the order, cover all your tracks. Wei Yanwu, you and Lin should trade races. You speak without thinking. Superintendent Chen, I have no idea what you're referring to. I do hope your explanation is convincing. Okay, I'll cut to the chase then. Did you kill Tallulah's father? Officer Chen? Did you force our mother to marry that cowardly man? Who put such thoughts in your head? How about you take a guess? Please watch your tone of voice. Lord Wei, who controls everything in Lungmen, suddenly realizes that the secret he's been hiding for years has long since ceased to be a secret? Officer Chen, know your place. Guards! It was Tallulah who told me. Of course! Everything Tallulah knew! Not many people knew in the first place. You're angry because you know this could threaten your rule. That old man, that Duke of Kashche, has been in your nightmares from the very beginning. And you've never felt even a little bit sorry for Tallulah, have you? Officer Chen, don't speculate on facts you are not authorized to know, and don't trust information from unknown resources. You're tired. I certainly don't trust that old Duke. He almost destroyed all of Lungmen, and he's the one who kidnapped Tallulah. So? But I remember it well. It was a sunny day. That night there was no moon, only a few stars. The old man grabs Tallulah and stands on the other side of a broken bridge. And behind you stands a crowd of people in black raincoats. I trust Tallulah. I've always trusted her. I know she can be lied to as well, of course, but look at the kind of person you are. You would sacrifice anything to get what you want. Chen, Huichi, you want to clean up the slums, even destroy them. So many Lungmenites who trusted us, so many Lungmenites who stood behind us all along. Is it because the infected don't count as citizens of Lungmen? Because they can't afford to live in your high rises? Or is it because the people in the slums will one day live in peace with the infected? Are you really protecting Lungmen? Aren't you the one who is the threat to this city and her people? Don't think you can throw away a couple of rats in front of you and get away with this! The Lins wouldn't dare to do this without your permission! Miss Chen, you know nothing about what I've done for Lungmen. The thing that always annoyed me the most about you is this attitude you have, where you have to squeeze everything into your own grubby mitts. If the two of you could spare even a shred of free time, I'd like you to hear a message. Dr. Kaltsit? Take a look at your terminal. I sent the details over. Okay. What? I don't recall giving permission for you to enter my parlor, Dr. Rhodes Island. I let her in. After so many years have passed, why are you still like this? Aren't you tired of hiding everything from her and doing it all yourself? Listen to our guest. We got the same message. You could have known 3 minutes earlier. All right, Dr. Kaltzik, go ahead. The enemy's top commander was not present when we wiped out Reunion in Lungmen. This is simply because she was in Chernobog. She watched us either calmly or with great consternation, but we paid her no attention at all. And now, a part of Chernobog, specifically its core, is approaching Lungmen. In 36 hours, the urban core of Chernobog will collide with Lungmen. That's a trifle. Lungmen has her ways to defend against nomadic cities and warships. A measly urban core is nothing to worry about. Why? We don't even have to. Are we on the same page, Chief Wei? Has it started? Spamming out urban identification codes? No. Yes, your intuition or presumption is correct. The urban core has been beaming codes non-stop. All Lungmen's subsidies have been hit already. The codes claim this city belongs to Ursus. That's bad. That's really bad. Well, I can't believe we beat the stage that fast. I actually didn't expect to beat it that fast. I don't know how I feel now. Oh my gosh. Even though it's only been, what, an hour of completing chapter 6. I just feel I feel overwhelmed. And yes, I did use a support. I used Typhoon. I think it was the E2 one. I just feel like, I mean, I still don't really know what else or what Chen actually talked about in regards to the sewers. But anyone can add me. I believe my oh well, you can see my ID right here on the side. Oh wait, I guess you can't see it. I think I have my UID in my server. So if you're in my server, you could just go to the channel, I think, and it has it. But do let me know if I don't have it on there, and I'll put it down. Actually, let me screenshot it just in case. There we go. So I'll add that to the server if it's not already there. But anyways, about chapter 6. Oh, well, first, I'm happy that I finished the boss stage in the first attempt. I am glad that I used a lot of the redeployment operators pretty early on, like Gaviel, so that I can break down the HP a lot more. And then the other thing that I was grateful for is the E2. The E2 is really, it's on the pins. Okay, then I will add it there after the stream. But I was really glad that I did unlock E2. It made life so much easier. Like, I actually expected still to have some struggles, but no, I didn't. So it's just something that I'm amazed by, how strong E2 makes a difference. And now I see why a lot of people kept telling me, like, make sure to E2, E2, E2. But seriously, it takes forever. Right now, I am on my way to E2ing Lapland. I just have to gather more of these, and obviously this one. I'm almost done gathering these and making them. And then I think I'll maybe focus on Mountain. Maybe my in-game name, Didina. That never changes. It will always be that for all games. So that was one thing that I was amazed by. The power of E2! Seriously, I need to E2 more. E2 is the greatest! But for the story, I was really sad that Frostnova died in the end. I mean, I kind of knew that she was probably gonna die, but I still wished that maybe there was a slim chance that she'll survive and then she can join Rhodes Island as she promised. But I guess not. And then the other thing that I am kind of bothered by is what Chen saw. I really wish we were able to see what exactly happened there instead of getting these hints. Or maybe that'll actually be talked about in chapter 7 because they sometimes do like flashbacks. But if they don't, I kind of wish that we would see more of it. So maybe the anime season 2 actually shows it, because then that would answer some questions, but maybe not. I will be setting up the season 2 watch party on my server. I don't really know when, maybe like next month, mostly because this month I have a lot of doctor appointments that I need to go to. So it'll be difficult for me to set up a watch party for this month. But I think next month I will set it up. The event stage might have materials for sale with event currency earned by completing stages and challenges. Oh, okay. Then I will do that offline, probably. The hints basically explicitly tell you what happened, but you get more stuff about it in the next couple. Oh, okay, cool, okay. Because I kind of understand what happened, but then it would have been nice to see like Chen actually being shocked and seeing her reaction and how the conversation went. Although I know like there's only a limited amount of things that they can show in the story, so I'm not gonna complain about that, but like it would have been interesting to see her reactions and whatnot directly. Unless it's much better that's this way, so that in the future chapters it's more like, oh my gosh, that such things were talked about. Something like that. I have a feeling though that after this Lungmin arc ends, that Chen is just gonna leave and join Rhodes Island or something, because she does not look like she's happy about the higher ups of Lungmin, like Chief Wen Yu. I think it was Wen Yu. Personally though, I don't blame her if she does that, because I would not want to work for a guy like him either, to be honest. Like, sure, he's a good politician, but it doesn't mean that politicians have best interests and treat people as people. And personally, that would bother me if I had to work under someone like that and had to work in a stressful job like Chen has. You sent a request? Awesome, I will accept it a little later. So that's something that I don't blame her for feeling, especially since she is someone who cares deeply about Lungmin. And knowing these truths is like a betrayal in some ways, especially since he doesn't really think Lungmin as a place where people live. Yeah, I mean, obviously politicians lie, but you know, if it's someone you respected and you realize that they did pretty shady things, then obviously you would feel betrayed and angry, because you're just a pawn to them. I mean, that's also the same with like CEOs and like people who are part of like big corporations and even small businesses. They can be quite horrible. But even so, they should strive to not be like that. But then a lot of them don't, which is why, you know, it's a problem. Like, for example, Amiya is part of a pretty big organization, if I can call it big. I mean, it's pretty big. I don't think it would be like a small company. It's like a medium size maybe. And maybe in the brink of getting close to the big company status. But she's a lot more ethical than, you know, Wei Yanwu, so, or Wen Yu, whatever his name is. I can't remember it for some reason. So that's why I don't blame Chen for being angry. But yeah, I'll probably do the event stuff on my own, maybe later, not on stream though. I'll be skipping the story though when I'm doing it offline. That way eventually we could probably go through the story together if I manage to complete it. If I manage to. I don't think for events, like if you complete only what is it, 4 out of 5, then I don't get to see it in the archives, right? you would have to complete every single stage in order for it to be stored into the archives. Is that how it works? Because I haven't really tested it, so I'm not really sure. Nope. How's... wait, nope as in it doesn't get stored if you only get to view what you completed. What a pain. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I'll skip the event story, but if it gets saved, then at least some of it will be saved, or you know. It's 1 day left. Gosh darn it. I guess I might not be able to then. You could do it real quick. 4 out of 5? Okay, then I will try, because especially since I have E2, I should be able to maybe quickly get it done. I was thinking of playing Zelda Zone Zero after the stream, because technically today is a holiday for America. Happy July 4th for anyone who's in America. So I just want to maybe keep the stream short today and then maybe play Zelda Zone Zero and also speedrun this event, since it would be nice to get more operators. And I do need to gather more stuff. There's just like so many things I have to do. Maybe because I am a new doctor. So it's just... sometimes it's hard to know what to prioritize. It's all right. I got this. It's all thanks to everyone's help. By the way, Chapter 6 was fun. And I am very much looking forward to watching the anime Season 2. So if you like to watch it with me, then make sure to jump into my server and I'll set up the event eventually when it's closer to the time. I think August-ish, or maybe early. I'll have to check my calendar. Waste us, Annie. I'll probably, once I'm done streaming, I'm just gonna get more random, because I haven't been doing that because I've been trying to E2 as much as possible. I'm progressing in the story at an extremely fast rate. I am? I thought, honestly, like, I remember some people told me that other content creators are still, like, I don't know, at chapter, like, 5 or 6 or 7. I can't remember which one. And then they said that, like, some people have been waiting for them to progress in the main story for over a year. So I thought it would take me that long, too, or even longer. But no, I ended up... I can't believe it's been 6 months, I think. Let me double check. Because I can't remember when I started playing Arknights. I know I have the first live stream on my YouTube channel, because that's when I streamed it for the first time. Let's see, it was... Let's see... Oh, it was 6 months ago. So 6 months ago, I started the main story. And then now I am on chapter 6. I'm pretty happy about that. I think the first 4 chapters were the rough. Yeah, they were rough, now that I think about it. People were taking their time. I can't take my time. I play for the story. I just need the story. I can't help but want to get through the story and learn more about the world of Terra. Like, the more I play the chapter and learn more about the characters, the more I just want to continue reading it, because I'm a story addict. I can't help it. Like, gameplay, I don't mind getting help from the community and getting their advice, mostly because I'm not really good at that kind of thing. And that's why public chat is on for gameplay mode. Well, more like non-story mode. I just don't like getting spoilers about the story much more than backseating. I mean, obviously, I only ask for backseating when I really need it. Like, after like the 3rd attempt or something, then at that point I probably need advice. But so that I can learn, at least little by little. But overall, I feel like the story has been getting better. So I'm really looking forward to chapter 7, especially since things are getting even worse. And chapter 8, I just really can't wait for the Victoria arc, though. Mostly because when I was watching the trailers and the PVs, it was just so shocking. Like everything flashed by really fast, obviously, so I can't really remember the details, which is a good thing, but I just remember feeling like, oh my gosh, I really need to get to this arc. Like, I'm not gonna stall it. Screw that, I'm gonna get through it. Chapter 7 and 8 would be late game in terms of difficulty. Oh gosh, I will try my best. When I was at chapter 6, I had a few E2 operators, so I would say you're ahead of schedule in terms of story progression. Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't doing it too bad. Chapter 7 is a huge difficulty spike. Whew. Are you 3-starring the stages? Some of them, yes. Some of them, no. Like, some of them I would barely make it through, and then... But I would still get through it, so I was like, okay, I'm fine with that because I just want to, you know, progress in the story and learn more about the story rather than the gameplay. I mean, I am learning a little bit about the gameplay, and I am starting to learn to enjoy the gameplay, surprisingly. I'm starting to enjoy the gameplay a little by little. It's not like a complete 100% love for the gameplay itself, but I'm learning about the charms and unique aspects of the gameplay, which I have been liking a lot more these days, which is a good sign, obviously. Your archives tab has a notification in the lower left. Oh, okay. Let's see. Intelligence. Special operations. Record restoration. Huh? Huh. Oh, it's just saying that it's new. So it's not an operator. Oh well. Oh, I got the friend request now. Okay, let me accept it. There we go. If you guys want to friend me, go ahead. I accept everyone. I don't pick and choose. It is too much of a pain. The Victoria arc got some cool characters. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I really like the design for Victoria. So I'm pretty excited to just get into the arc and seeing these like really cool characters and their awesome designs. And obviously things are extremely intense. The only thing I remember is that there's some kind of like civil war going on and whatnot, and then we're like interfering in it or something along those lines. I don't know how correct I am. That was just like kind of what I surmised from the trailers and PVs that I saw a while back. It's been a long time though, so I don't really remember the details, but I kind of like that kind of story plot, so I'm pretty excited to get to that arc. But obviously we have to complete Longmin first, which is obviously not going to be for a while, but you know, at least I have things to look forward to that motivate me further to continue with the story. I mean, obviously the things going on in Longmin right now are also motivating enough for me to continue with the story, but you know, it's always nice to have like an arc that you're like super interested in learning more about, so you want to get through the content. You get Arknight Prime for 3-star stages, so it's worth at some point to go back and do them, but it's not really an urgent thing. Got it. I mean, I did do it for some a while ago, but then I would run out of sanity, and it was like, do I farm for a rundum or do I farm for E2? And at this point, I was choosing the E2 because I really needed to get that done. But then there's also the whole, you have to like build out your base. It's so difficult to choose. If you select those and unlock the lore for them, you get their respective operators. Oh yeah, that's true. I would need to get through the side stories and intermezzis though, wouldn't I? So I'm probably going to put those to the side a little bit longer until I hit a point in the main story where I can't really progress further unless I E2 like a lot of them. Then I will start doing intermezzis and side stories again. But for now, I really want to get through more of the main story because I'm really excited about the story itself. Chapter 7, well, there will be a bunch of stages where I got walled on. Oh, okay, cool. So that means I'll probably experience the same. Which means there will be plenty of time where I will be switching to like a side story in the middle of Chapter 7 or something. All I can say is that the beginning of the Victoria arc has a really angry cat. Cat is good. I like cats. It was rough for me during that time, so I gave myself a restriction. Yeah, I can't do that. Restrictions? My restriction is my inexperience in the game. I don't need to restrict myself further. I'm already restricting myself. Not on purpose. I mean, it's great that everyone's seriously been helping me. Like, sometimes I would forget the... What is it? Like, some aspects of the game. Like, for example, the recruitment unlocks more of those, what is this, certification store, and you have to buy all out the first ones in order to get it. So it was quite something. That's what helped me E2 Myrtle, actually. So I'm really grateful for my community and the Arknights, super experienced doctors giving me reminders. Let me hydrate. Thank you, and I will stretch. Lore-wise, Victoria has a population of mostly cat people. I'm so excited! I love cats! Cats are my favorite, even though I'm a fox. I love cats. Cats! They're my favorite. I'm excited for Victoria Arc even more now! Honestly, I do wonder if the main story is gonna tackle all the regions eventually. That's something I'm quite curious if they're going to be doing, or if they're not going to. So many cats! Best news ever. By now, it should be a year now, timing when I came back to this C game. Oh! Yeah, I wouldn't know because this is my 6th month. I'm so new. I'm not even a year-old doctor yet. Or doctor. I'm still halfway. It's gonna be... It's funny though, because the more I progress in this game, it feels like it's been almost a year now, but it hasn't even been a year. So strange. I guess it feels like I'm on like a speed run, sorta, with the help of everyone. I mean, it's nice because I can experience the story as I wanted to, but it's also kind of strange. I feel like I'm learning pretty fast compared to the norm at my usual speed, because I'm pretty slow. It usually takes me like more than 6 months to really understand how to play a game, so I'm pretty happy about that. Seriously, it's all thanks to you guys. I don't know what I would do with you guys. I would die without you guys. Maybe I would have given up at one point because it would have been impossible. Thankfully, Chapter 9 tones down the difficulty significantly. Consider it a break from the nightmare of Chapter 8. Oh gosh, so I'm going to be struggling in Chapter 7 and 8. I assume that that'll probably be when I focus on the intermezzies and side stories before I get to Chapter 9. There's some chapters where this friend support won't matter since your team should be really developed in linear chapters. Got it. I mean, I do try to not borrow operators, but then when I fail the first time around, or if I feel like the first 2 or 3 rounds won't get me through with my usual team, then I would want to borrow at that moment. Or if it's a boss stage. One of the 3. Maybe some integrated strategies. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that exists. See, this is why you guys need to remind me of these things constantly, because I always forget. Because I'm always like, what is it? What's the word? Binocular vision? No. Like, I can't help but focus on one thing and then I forget about the rest. Like, I legitimately just erase it from my memory because I'm so focused on one thing. And then I just, oh yeah, tunnel vision. Thank you. Yeah, I get tunnel vision really often. So if I can only focus on one thing or the other, and if people are like E2, then I literally forget everything else and just E2. And that's all I think about. I'm like, okay, E2. Nothing else. That's all I'm gonna care about. E2. So yeah, if it wasn't for you guys, I probably would have forgotten the existence of integrated strategy and the Arundum and everything. But I guess one thing that helps about tunnel vision is that if I need to get stuff done, then I will get it done eventually instead of taking longer than expected. And if I get especially frustrated in my progression, I will do anything to reach my goal, like I did with Myrtle. I spent 3 hours on the recruitment and just to clear out that store and eat to her. And that one night, anyways. That's how bad my tunnel vision can get. So I guess if I do reach a block, then you guys should remind me about integrated strategy or the intermezzies and side stories and maybe the events at that time. We'll see how it goes. Either way, I think we've reached a good... I think next stream will probably start chapter 7. I feel like it would be good to start it next week. Yeah, we'll start chapter 7 next week. Not this week, because today is a holiday and I want to celebrate July 4th with some ice cream and fireworks. So my kids, what do you think of today's stream? We managed to finally finish chapter 6. It felt like so long since I started it. Honestly, seriously, it felt like... seriously, how many streams did it take for me to finish chapter 6, actually? I can't really recall. Anyways, we finished it, so let's make sure to keep it into our memory and keep it safe. And as always, formally inviting you to my next tea party, the so-called anime enthusiast Fox. Who's that? This was Didina. So until the next one then, bye! And also, happy 4th of July for those who are in America. And yes, chapter 7 will probably take more streams. It's gonna be crazy. Bye!